Hello, and thanks for tuning in to the video portion of the Career Tech Podcast. I'm Ryan Roten, your host, and in this video, I continue my conversation with Anton and Michael from Aworker. Aworker is a next-generation recruitment platform that's powered by the blockchain. By using blockchain technology, Aworker is putting trust back into the recruitment process. It's pretty exciting stuff, so stay tuned for a complete demonstration of Aworker's product so that you can learn how to get involved in the next generation of employment recruiting. By the way, the UI and just the way you've laid out the employee portion is very, very intuitive. It's very easy to follow, very easy to understand.
Thank you so much. It's really, I really appreciate it because right now we're looking for feedback from users and want to understand how we can improve it. And thanks.
So, do you see the main page that I'm showing?
Yeah, we see.
Cool. So, just to cut a long story short, let me go through the major themes that Aworker allows you to see, and let's start with the profile of job seeker by signing in. This is an Anton's mail, but my profile because we're doing like from two sides and two points. So you can see the very beginning of using an Aworker platform when you just sign up. And this is literally like your Facebook profiles, like LinkedIn profile. When creating, we were trying to fit with the most valuable and the most user-friendly interfaces, and just trying to do it like this, just to see, as you can see, on the right, you can see all the information that happened to your profile when I'm filling a work experience or something else. Then you can see my initial information with all the social network that I filled in. And Anthony was mentioning also, so by adding any kind of information about my social, I'm improving my reputation also, because I'm becoming more transparent, as we already mentioned.
Right.
Then a status like a hard worker and positive believer, a high school information, total work experience when I've been fired, and the information that I was mentioning to you, and a list of skills. But we won't stop with my skills. We're gonna look at Ryan's skills as already promised to you. So just moving forward. On the left side, you can see the information about your profile, job postings, responses, which means all information about cooperating with companies. Then finance as a status of how you earn or spend your work tokens, and the statistics of how your profile is relevant, and how actively you're using the platform. This is in demo version, it's not active at the moment, but anyway, you can see some points that could be useful for you as a user and potential job seeker. So let's move to a job that already posted, and I want to tell you that all jobs are real and alive. So you can see all jobs that are posted within the Aworker at the moment. And let's have a look, for example, at some of them. You can see an urgent job posted by company Common Services based in Moscow, published on 22nd of June 2018, with almost 300,000 work tokens for as a budget for the entire list of users that could be involved in the process of referencing.
Right.
Then you can go inside, jump in, and have a look at the job with requirements, what company is offering, and some special recommendation among all users that company want to find. Then you can see two buttons. First is add response, and second is share. We're not interested in adding response, for example, because I'm not a C++ developer, but I know one guy that could be interested in this job, for example.
Okay,
And
so
then
if I can interrupt, so if I want to apply to that job, then I would click the add response.
Yeah.
Is that the way it works?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure it was clear.
Successfully
And then if I'm sharing, I'm actually letting somebody else know that, hey, you might be a good fit for this.
And you can see a reference link that I can copy to clipboard, and then just share with anyone I want. For example, I can give it to you guys within our chat, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Perfect. And that link obviously refers specifically to this job, but then also to you as a person who's referring it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's like at a highlight. It's kind of like an affiliate link if you're affiliated with the company.
It's like my personal link referring to this certain job.
Okay. And then before we move off of this, those work tokens that are over there. Now, those are tokens that will be paid by the company to the individuals who do referrals, or if you get an interview, that type of thing, correct? There's like a process that pays out these tokens.
Good question. It is total budget. And it depends from, it's for all users. The main budget, it's the 50%. Get a user who recommends the best candidates who get an offer. 10% get user who get offer because he is the best from the candidates, and other get other part. And users, candidates who came an interview also get rewards from this budget. It's small reward, but it's like if company decide to invite you in the interview, it means that you have good profile, a good portfolio, and you get little tokens for it.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. It actually encourages you to go and participate.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm already jealous because Michael has 1,240 work tokens and I have 0. So I need to go find some people and start referring them.
Yeah.
So this is from, it looks like, Michael, are you frozen? Looks like you might be frozen.
I think, yeah, it's seems like, looks like he lose connection.
Okay. Well, we'll I'll hang out here for a minute and see if he can come back in. Yeah, he dropped off. He might be right back.
Yeah.
But so the way you envision this then is a company comes in, they want to hire people with certain skill sets. So they're going to look for people who say they have skill sets, but more importantly, are actually verified that they have that skill set, which then allows them to apply to those jobs with confidence. And then the company says, hey, I know I can trust what this person is saying about their skill set or their background, which just, I think that's probably one of the things I hear from recruiters more often than not is just what we talked about right at the very beginning, which is people can say anything they want about their career and how great and wonderful they are. And I could tell you that I'm a content marketing person, for example.
Yeah.
But that's just me telling you. Now, if you go and you look at my profile, you'll see that I'm actually certified by HubSpot as a content marketer. So that makes a bigger difference. It gives you that feeling of trust as a recruiter that, hey, this guy's not just kind of, as we say here, blowing me full of smoke.
Yeah. It is a real problem. And right now, recruiters try to understand where is true and where is false. And it's sometimes it's really hard because people can say anything, and right now recruiters a lot of time make wrong decision. They choose not the best or more efficient candidates. They choose the person who has better self-presentation skills, who can better sell themselves. And it's one of the problems in this area. It's about assessment. And yeah, we want that. I think that the future is about transparency, is about openness, and because we have a lot of people, we have a lot of candidates, we have you need to be more open to company, and that's why we create opportunities to monetize this open skills game theory, when gamification, when candidates can show their skills, prove their skills, and get rewards for it. And it's a win-win situation when both of sides, companies and the employees, get benefits from it, get rewards for it.
Yeah, I think you guys are spot on the direction that we're heading. I also agree transparency is going to be super key down the road. I mean, if you even look at some of the discussions that are going on now, you see like salaries that people make are starting to become transparent, which, you know, for an old guy like me, that kind of gives me the chills.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that's the way we're going. And I can actually, you can see good things coming from the sharing of information like that. It's just a different, it's a shift. It's a complete and total shift, and not just, you know, culturally from us as individuals, but also for companies. And I totally think you guys are heading in the right way. I think blockchain is going to be huge, and you guys are on the, you know, on the forefront leading that effort. And I think that people need to actually go sign up for this platform and test it out.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah.
So it doesn't look like we're gonna get Michael back. Any final words? Anything you'd like to add before we kind of? Oh, there we go. As soon as I say that, of course. Welcome back,
Michael.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I was just crushing the internet and trying to come back to you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We were just kind of wrapping things up. I think the profile that you showed for the employees is really cool, and I would imagine the employer piece is somewhat similar. But I
come back to the demonstration.
Yeah, if you've got a couple more minutes, I know we're getting close on time, but if you got a couple more and you'd like to share that, that's fine.
Or how could we do?
You can show employers dashboard, for example, for companies.
Yep. Let me just jump in very fast. So, as you can see, we're coming back, and let's have a look from an employer standpoint.
Only dashboard. Only. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just will show you an Aworker page. So you can see the company's page.
Okay.
With key points of dashboard, profile, jobs, my vacancies, finance, and statistics, information about the company, posted jobs that you can see above the video, above the profile, and work tokens that company has, and the dashboard, which is most important and available for the company profile. And this is what we were saying about, is your personal people applicant tracking page. So you can see all the responses through the necessary information, with proved skills, information about the job that the person applied, and the phone number, for example. Then you can see all the stages: interview 1, interview 2, offer, accepted, rejected, and reserved. If we're, for example, not willing to hire a person, but will want to bring him into the reserve list. And you can see that we can sort it out through the all information that we need, through the position that we have to look at, and etc.
So you can actually calculate percentages here of, you know, number of responses versus interviews, and companies can get a really good feel, if you will, on how well this is working for them.
As an example.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Very cool. All right. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Michael. I was just going to go ahead and kind of wrap us up here. Like I said, I really like the platform. I think you guys are really onto something here. Any final things you'd like to leave the audience with as we sign off here? Anything that we think we need to know, or how about advice for them as they start to look at maybe their online profiles and things that they're collecting, if you will, about their careers that they need to pay attention to in the coming years?
Well, I totally agree with Anton, and we are welcoming anyone on platform. We can help out with anything that is needed for you as a user, and please refer and send the referral link to your friends, to anyone who is related to this area and who is interested in the new challenging way of finding job and finding better opportunities. Please share the link. Go to aworker.pro that you can see on the screen. And here we go.
Awesome.
Thank you for your interview. Yeah, it was really interesting. Thank you so much, Ryan.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate your time. I know it's late there. I'm going to let you go now so you can get some rest, even though you're probably not going to go get rest, but still thank you guys. I do appreciate your time. And I think you got something really cool here that's going to change a lot. I think you have an opportunity to actually reinvent recruiting. So congratulations on what you've done so far. And I look forward to following you over the next couple of years.
Thank you for your professional approach.
Yeah.